Okay. Where was I? We were gonna get into it, but all this got all crazy. Alright, so we gotta start a new game and see what the hell we're doing. I'm a little worried about this since I have no idea how this game plays. It's my M hat.
Medical examiner, Beatsville. Dr. Jack Hadman is speaking. How can I help you?
Good evening, this is Kate Brooks. I'm not sure if you remember me. A few weeks ago, we talked about an article I'm working on. It's about your wife. I dropped by last Friday to speak to you, but you weren't working at the time. I asked the security guard to pass on a note for me. I would like us to discuss the topic of...
I don't know.
Painfully obvious. For the last time. No! Please don't call me again and stop inquiring about my wife.
Okay. Don't ask about his wife. Noted.
They don't let me work. God damn it. I'm not in the best frame of mind to record a lecture for my students now. I'm feeling completely broken. Where did I leave my meds this time?
Okay. What do we look at first? Well, let's look at his hot wife.
I guess it was in another life.
Another life. Okay. What's,
Wednesday. It's not my favorite day. Although it's certainly better than Monday.
Okay. Should we take a drink of some of this?
It would be good to finally repair the coffee machine. It won't be needed for the next few months. It won't be needed for the next few months.
Okay.
Stephen didn't clean up after himself again.
Oh, this is basically what she... Okay. This is Kate Porter. Okay, couldn't find you at home. Wow, she's stalking my house now? Starting to suspect you are avoiding me. Okay. As soon as you know we like to write. Okay, her achievements. Okay. Damn, dude, this lady's kind of crazy. She's going to my home and office.
They definitely pay me too little for this.
What else can I get into? Can I get in all these drawers? Ooh. What else you got in here? You're gonna find something crazy, right? Yeah. Can't open that drawer. Are these locked? Well, these bitches are locked. Anything in here for me? No. Shut that damn window. I got an achievement. Okay.
Not very comfortable, but suitable for night shifts. I work with corpses, but I don't have to smell like one.
Ew, guy, what the hell? Check his whole place out, because there's gotta be something. Ooh, is this open? Is that Band of Brothers? What the hell is that? Can't look at that either, huh? What do you got over here? Ooh, I see a letter with a smooch on it. Who's doing that? Can't open any of this. Ooh.
Another kidnapping this month.
Okay. Oh, let's get to work. check the bathroom for your pills? Where's the bathroom? El baño. Alright, let's go. Ew. Bro, your bathroom is fucking disgusting. Is there somebody over there? I'm freaked out a little bit. It's creepy.
Okay, time to pull myself together.
You like the Lucy and the Anne? The
Let me just set
P-Pam?
the camera first.
Take the camera from the storage room. Okay, we took our meds. Now I gotta find the storage room. Laundry.
But the word is, the lab will be open tomorrow.
Turn this up just a little bit in my own ears. Storage. There we go. Ooh, we're getting freaky.
Now remember,
The old
Jack,
time video
don't
cameras.
forget, hit the record button this time.
You should shut these windows too, man. You're gonna let some weirdos in or some raccoons. I guess we go this way.
Hopefully the new tripod is going to hold up.
Oh. I didn't know you were in here, sir. What are we doing?
Now, I just have to get everything in frame. This should be fine. November 20th, 1991. Time, 8:43 p.m. Recording for medical students from the University of Missouri. This autopsy is conducted by Jack Hanman. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the autopsy room. Today, you will have the dubious pleasure of following a full autopsy, step by step. For those of you who have already performed your first autopsy, this will refresh your basic knowledge. In turn, for those whose knowledge is only theoretical, let's start.
Okay, tell the students what's important.
Always wear an apron, mask, and gloves. Goggles are a must when the job is splashy. And in case of sharp accidents, it's worth having disinfectants at hand. It's true that you won't get ptomaine poisoning straight away, but if your liver or kidney aren't doing well, you may end up with diarrhea. The cadaver is placed on its back on the autopsy table. The pathologist stands on the right of the deceased. Make sure that all the necessary tools are always at hand so that you don't have to run around looking for something, like I do all the time.
Oh god.
In the process of revealing and securing forensic evidence, it is difficult not to interfere with the original condition of the deceased. Written and photographic documentation plays a vital role throughout the entire examination process. During your research, be patient, inquisitive, but above all, attentive to detail. Many entries are visible at first glance, but sometimes they can be cover for more interesting stories. And lastly, remember that nothing teaches you self-narration like working with the dead. So get used to that fact soon. Everyone will think you're talking to yourself.
Fair enough.
Onto the police folder. That will contain all sorts of pertinent information as to who the deceased might be and what potentially happened to them. So, let's take a closer look, shall we?
Should I put these on? No, I can't put those on. Where's the folder? Okay. We got look through the information provided. The folder.
The deceased's name is Tobias Chambers. locally known as Old Toby. Homeless and unemployed for at least a couple of years, the deceased was found on the outskirts of a parking lot at a gas station, where he often begged and persistently offered drivers to wash their car windows. The body was noticed by a station employee during the morning shift. Initially, he thought that someone had thrown some boots and a coat in a nearby ditch. It took him a moment to recognize the pile of clothes as the body of a man. He worked most of his life at the local port dealing with unloaded cargo. He was fired for being drunk and starting fights. His son runs a hardware store on his own. His wife left him years ago. They both had no contact with the deceased.
Okay.
Signs of libation were found around the body. Empty bottles, traces of an inept attempt to start a fire, and a scattered makeshift blanket. That's it.
That is it. Okay.
It's worth remembering the context around the scene of a death. This allows you to better interpret any traces found on the body. I shouldn't start the procedure without gloves. Now it's our turn to take some pictures for our files. If I can just remember where I left the camera. It's in here somewhere.
There's the camera. I don't see the camera.
Aha! There you are. I knew it was here somewhere.
No, don't say that. Just trying to take some photos.
As I mentioned at the beginning, before we begin the internal examination, we need to document the cadaver and the condition it arrived in. We begin with a full body photo. Try and stick to the top-down rule, but this is not always possible. Let's keep in mind it's all about the legibility, not the perfect frame.
What does he want? Well, let me take the photo. Do I have to stand somewhere in particular? Oh. Gave me a little thing here. Briefly. Maybe they want a wiener pic? Oh, right here. Oh, I saw it.
Voila, now we move on to the next step.
That's not a great photo.
Take your time. Look at the corpse from different sides, from different angles, up close, and from a distance. You're looking for anything out of the ordinary.
Like that? Like, I don't know what I'm looking for. Ooh, what's that? Jesus!
Old. I'll take a closer look later.
Don't be coming up in here throwing dicks while I'm taking photos of dicks. Oh my god. Let's see. What am I stuck on here? Oop, I saw something there. What do you got going on with your feet? Ooh.
Some wounds in the feet and signs of frostbite. Probably because the subject's shoes were too small.
Right? It's all blurred out. I can't see it. Don't know. We kind of got a general idea.
Hardened hands, worn out by physical work, and frostbite.
I'm not drooling. Come on now. Oh, we got a big old thing going here.
That's
Like somebody hit him in the head.
It will be necessary to check whether this injury was severe enough to cause damage to the brain. In a moment, we will check which.
Yeah, that looks like a good old Hoffman hot dog.
But before
Nope.
we get to that, I need to write down some basic data.
We have moved on from the juice box. You have me now. And Lucy. And of course M is on my head. She's a hat. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Pin the photos to the board. Okay. Feet. Stomach wound. General. And hand. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I gotta give props to him for doing all this for me. Alright, I think I'm gonna need some tools.
Personal information. The deceased was unclothed. Date. Okay, as you can see, I note everything down on previously prepared forms. Every pathologist must keep a detailed record of every step of the autopsy. This not only allows you to track the procedure, but also collates the results together, upon which you may back up your conclusions. So, enough of the boring prep. Let's begin by taking a closer look at the spots I photographed earlier. For this, you're going to need a magnifying glass.
Tools? Okay.
Which spot first? It looks like a burn mark, no doubt painful, but it's not pertinent for this case.
Okay. Guess let's look at your
Here
hand.
We can see frostbite on the fingertips. We can tell by the characteristic skin color.
What? What the fuck?
Oh my god. Let's look at them toes.
Definitely a painful mix of frostbite, abrasions, and
Ooh.
blisters. Old Toby had been wearing shoes too small for him for a very long time. That's if he wore any at all.
Gross. Hope y'all ain't eating. It's just nasty.
I can confirm the presence of ecchymosis on the deceased man's head. The appearance indicates the intravital nature of the wound. Add alcohol, which I can clearly smell, and this was an accident just waiting to happen.
So he fell down and hit his own head? Is that what we're saying?
So far, there are a lot of superficial wounds, but only one serious injury to the head. Let's go back to our notes.
Clipboard?
First, I mark the location of the injuries and make the head wound. Definitely, we're not in frost season yet. If Toby's body was cold for even though this type of wound didn't contribute to the deceased's death, we're still required to record it. As you can see, we don't have much to go on. Let's write down what preliminary causes of death we can think of.
Okay.
Various types of accidents are a common cause of death among the homeless and the elderly. Perhaps old Toby slipped and accidentally hit his head. Considering the conditions in which he slept, his body may have become hypothermic. The nights have been particularly nasty lately. We will check if there are any signs of freezing internally. This is of no interest to us, since the deceased clearly
Fall or
smelled
freeze?
alcohol.
Ooh.
I'll add
I better not have
alcohol to
anything
the
pop out.
list.
I'm gonna freak out.
We still have one thing left from the basics.
Ew, look at that wiener.
This.
You really see it now. Oh. Hold on. I'm confused here. Hold on, exit out of this? Okay.
Well, we take our deceased by the hand. Gradually we raise it.
Oh. Oops.
Now let it go. As you can see, the hand falls loose. What's the conclusion? Death must have occurred more than 72 hours ago. The police information appears correct.
Don't judge a man for that. What? Don't judge a man that can defend himself. Right, I know, I'm sorry. I know he's dead, but you know, at least he has a wiener. It doesn't look that bad. I mean, it's probably dirty, but It can't be that bad, right? At least he has a wiener and you can see it. Alright, what are we doing?
Head trauma seems the most promising, so we'll start there. For this, I need an oscillating saw.
Oh god. Tools? Oh god. Is this we're getting? We're getting the saw?
The cut is made from ear to ear.
Oh wait. Oh. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it.
We remove the skin and the top of the skull. After the basic examination, we can see that the brain's cerebral gyri in both hemispheres are symmetric. The brain looks good. Let's take a cross-section. Some pathologists prefer to examine organs without removing them. However, for me, it's much more convenient to examine them on a board, which we'll do now.
And now? Leave the body? Oh. Dissect the... Dude, what's happening to me? What cutting board? Oh, okay. Dude, I'm like freaking out, man.
I can't do it without the pills.
What pills? Do it.
Pills. I need my pills.
Fucking hell. Let's go get your damn pills. They were in the bathroom. I'm this guy? Why he has to take these pills? What's that? Ugh. You're okay. We were checking out wieners and I cut his head off. I cut open his head and now I have to dissect his brain.
Holding a long, narrow blade knife in the dominant hand, we slowly cut the cranial nerves on both sides, all the time pulling the brain towards us.
Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. It won't let me. It keeps doing that. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh. Oh. I just gotta stay in the middle.
So far, so good.
Whew.
The hematoma seems to have had no effect on the brain.
You might have to go if it gets too gory. What?
Pills. I need my pills.
I just took pills. Oh my god, I just took pills. What's happening? Dude, it won't let me. This is creeping me out just from this. Bro, how many are you gonna take? We've taken 6 now in the matter of like fucking 20 minutes. Alright, we're back to normal, guys. Don't worry about it.
We can rule the fatal accident out as well.
Okay, so it wasn't a fall. So what, we gotta check freeze? What am I supposed to be looking at? Oh. I don't know. How can I cross this out? Oh, there it is.
So we have no choice but to proceed to the internal examination of the other organs. I
Okay.
grabbed a scalpel from my kit.
Scalpel.
The incision should be in the shape of a letter Y. We use a deep cut to reach all the way to the ribs and to penetrate the abdominal
I'm not
wall.
good at this. I'm not good.
All right.
Cut his penis
now
off.
Peel back and separate the skin.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Now, we need to remove the ribs. We'll need the loppers for this.
Ugh.
Quite a satisfying crunch, for some anyway. After removing the cartilage tissue, we instantly notice two things. Firstly, there is no congestion of the internal organs. This means that although the deceased was hypothermic, it didn't kill him. Secondly, the deceased smoked like a chimney.
His lungs are
We should
black.
take a closer look at those lungs. We can see widespread black and tarry deposits. Despite the tragic condition of the lungs, they are not the cause of death. Alice smoked too. It didn't kill her, but... what was I talking about? Lungs. Yes. Advanced inflammation.
So it freezes out. Oh, here we go. Okay. I'll see you after you eat dinner.
What now? The syringe. Now's a good time to collect some samples. Specifically 3. From the eye, the heart, and the bladder. I'm interested. 5 milliliters from the left ventricle should do it.
Oh, we're gonna have to do the
Vitreous
eye?
humor analysis is very useful in indicating long-term alcohol abuse. Left on the bladder, we draw about 10 milliliters of fluid. Now we take our samples to the
Oh
centrifuge.
gosh.
But before I do that, I need to find my notebook. My dyscalculia means that I always double-check the settings. Please excuse me while I run and fetch it.
Now, are we gonna get more pills while we're out here? You know, freak out, sir? There's your office at.
This whole thing is covered in stains. I should check this out under the microscope sometime.
Okay. Go back.
Let's get back to the examination. We put all of the samples into the rotor. Now, we set the appropriate time and speed.
But you didn't tell me. How do I know what time and speed to put it at, sir? Oh, notes. 70 for 15 minutes. Okay. 70.
Okay, let's roll.
Is that 15 minutes? I'm gonna assume I think it is, but let's go. I think it is. We're good.
Oh,
What the fuck was that?
again.
Not cool.
Where were we? Oh, yes. The blood alcohol concentration. Let's see what we've got here.
Jesus.
Everything's separated as it should. Our lab is closed until tomorrow after the last, incident. However, considering that Toby's favorite eau de parfum appears to be ethanol, I'm guessing the results won't surprise me at all.
Okay.
Let's go further. We will now focus on the cardiovascular system, specifically the heart. We remove the organ and examine it closely. We look for dark hypoxic areas, clots, or other elements that stand out as abnormal. At first glance, the heart looks fine. The pulmonary trunk and aorta seem to be in good condition. There are no pathological changes that would have contributed to Toby's death. Now let's take a closer look at the stomach. Size is normal, healthy, and as expected, the stomach has no major external damage.
Yeah, I know. I'm already freaking out. Like, why the hell the lights did that?
We will do it carefully so that its contents do not spill out.
Oh, here we go. We gotta cut something else open.
We open the stomach along the greater curvature, from the heart to the pyloric end. Oh, I already feel like there's something left inside.
Gotta be super careful. It sounds great.
Okay, large amount of gas, small amounts of yellow, grayish food content, resembling some kind of meat. Either our deceased hadn't eaten in days, or the bulk of his stomach had already found a way out. Looks like I'll have to find the missing contents. There are two ways here. One is obvious, and the other is... It couldn't have been suffocation, could it? I'll add this to the list and move on to the deceased's neck. At first glance, the trachea looks normal. Same result as with the stomach. The external inspection doesn't tell us anything. This time, we'll cut on a tray. While cutting such a small organ as the trachea, we must make a precise incision.
Oh, God.
To be able to cut with the very tip of the blade, we must hold the scalpel as we would a pen.
Where do I start? Right here? Oh my God. I'm terrible at cutting. Did I get it? Did I not get it all?
And after careful
Okay, good.
examination and deduction, we've got it. A clogged trachea. It's time to summarize the whole thing.
He died by throwing up?
Based on the report and preliminary documentation, it's safe to assume that the deceased passed out after consumption of alcohol and then fell asleep on his back.
Wow.
Then, the gastric contents refluxed and flooded the airways, causing death.
Well, it was kind of an accident. So it wasn't this.
That's why we don't forget about the recovery position at dorm parties. And now it's all clear. The mystery is solved.
I gotta sign this?
This is not the end. First,
Ooh.
the dead body needs to be cleaned up.
I don't know if I could do this. This is bad. I'm gonna sign it. Oh my god. I can't do this. Shh. That's good enough. It won't let me write no more. Maybe I'll just stick with Swifty. It'll give me so much ink. I'm doing it with controller too, so there's that.
For this, we will need to close the body and grab the needle. First, we unroll the skin flaps. And then, we sew the deceased back up. I'm using the baseball stitch technique. This stitching method is very strong and quick to do.
Easy. Did I get it all?
Beautiful.
Okay.
Now we say goodbye to the deceased and put them safely in the fridge, ready for the next stage of their journey.
See you later, bud. Why wouldn't he go in? It was loud.
I'm tired. I'll drop these samples off at the lab on the way to the bar.
Okay. We need to turn this off? I will just leave the cameras rolling. Head to your car in the parking
Go,
lot.
Steven. I don't feel like drinking alone today.
We made it! What is this? Where am I? The fuck is this? I thought I was going to the bar. What the hell? What the hell's happening here? What's happening here? Oh god, dude, you need to take your pills. You got me like freaking out, bro. Get me out of here. Oh god. Not good.
Forgive me. What?
That's what I'm saying. Dude, you left spaghetti and meatballs on the floor.
I should take my pills.
Bro, you and your damn pills.
So much light everywhere.
Is this the bathroom? This is the hallway. Ugh. Where's the bathroom? Bro, what the hell?
It's a shame this won't help with my hangover.
That's what I'm wondering.
The fucking phone.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, I'll shower later. Okay.
Probably that
okay.
reporter again.
I know I'm late. I'll be there soon. It's not like the dead are impatient.
Jack, no.
Alice? Who is this?
It's Charlotte Graves.
Oh. God, I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you. I thought it was work calling.
It's okay. I hate it when work calls me at home, too. How is everything? We haven't talked since... you know.
Well, there are good days, and there are bad days. What can I say? At least I can hide away at work.
Well, you always were the most comfortable in the dissecting room. Listen, I have an unusual request.
Okay, how can I help?
It's nothing serious. I just wanted to ask, do you have any pictures of Alice? Maybe one where the two of us are together? I'd love to have something to remind me of her.
I guess. I'm not sure. I'll look through her things.
Thank you. I'm sorry to trouble you with this. All this can't be easy for you.
I'll get through it somehow. I've been meaning to sort through her stuff for a while. Have you asked Stephen if he has anything?
Yes, I spoke with him this morning. He said he gave everything to their mother and that I should ask you.
I see.
Hmm.
I know you're trying. That you cope somehow. Stephen's there for you. Although, well, we all know how he can be. But, I mean, if you wanted to reminisce about Alice, talk.
I really should go now. I overslept, I'm late for work, and I still have some errands to run on the way.
Oh. Okay, sure. Sorry to keep you.
I'll look for something and send it over. Thanks for the call, and bye.
Oh, do you have my address?
Not on hand. You'd best remind me again.
292 Browning Lane, apartment 432, Johnson City, New York, 13790.
Got it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Dude, you didn't even write it down.
Just miss her so much.
Yeah, me too. And that's okay. Really, no problem.
Thank you. Take care, Jack.
You too.
You should have wrote it
It
down.
was nice to hear you. Well, that was a bit unexpected. I should probably find something menu for today. Dinner in town and takeaway coffee. The remnants of last night's binge with Stephen. I'm not sure if it's still edible. I'm not in the mood for music lately. They certainly have more will to live than I do. I still feel uneasy. At this time, Alice would probably be sitting...
The fuck was that?
Alice didn't like this portrait.
Scared the hell out of me.
It's been almost a year. Alice and Charlotte in Amsterdam. It would be better if Charlotte had this. It deserves to be on display and not hidden in a drawer. These were from Thanksgiving. Stephen invited me. I was going to give them to his mother, but then I met Alice. That was the first time I saw her.
Okay. No more ghosts? Because I swear I saw ghosts.
I really need to get this laundry done.
That freaked me out a little bit.
Okay, time to go to work. I'm seriously late. Some days, I just feel like setting fire to all this paperwork. I'm fed up with it. An indispensable element of every office. I should really try and read a few of these.
Here's the mailbox.
I should grab some coffee and aspirin on the way.
That thing? More like it. Am I going the right way?
Standard correspondence consisting of bills, advertising leaflets, and pious reminders about the upcoming end of the world.
Let's find a mailbox. There it is. There we go.
I hope this helps, Charlotte. Okay, all done here. Time to go.
Ah! What the fuck?
Damn, I forgot my jacket. Ah, well, I'll brave it for tonight. Too bad. Nice and fresh. At least it's peaceful here.
Yeah, this does not look fun.
Good evening, Mr. Ridley.
Who the fuck is that?
Has Stephen delivered the body?
Mm-hmm.
Did he leave it where he usually does?
Uh-huh.
As always, it's a real pleasure talking to you.
If you say so.
Oh. I didn't know there was actually somebody there.
Some corpses have more personality than this guy.
Don't know what we're doing. Where's this? It's my office? That's my office. I have this open because you're gonna need your pills. Oh, what's this office? Oh, I gotta go to my office, not in there. What am I doing?
Christ. Who leaves the window open in the middle of November?
Yeah, who does that?
Check the answering machine. Mom always said not to accept sweets from strangers.
Yeah.
Hi, Jack. I dropped by a little early today. I left the body with Ridley in the corridor. He wasn't sitting in the locker then, so maybe he'll even throw him into the room. Well, how are you doing? I mean, it's your first birthday without her, and... This, I still have a hangover, and you know me, I run to the John like the neighbor's fucking dog. You know, today I slipped on his shit again. That fucking furball. He always has to shit next to my car. Anyway, I can't come over in the evening, but we'll catch up on the weekend, okay? Bye. I almost forgot. Charlotte called me this morning. She asked about you, so answer your calls, Jack. This time it's not a reprimand for being late.
That's par for the course. I wonder when this clown will learn to look under his feet. Birthday. I actually forgot it was today. Alice baked me muffins like these every birthday. Okay, joke's over. Apron, gloves, and get to work.
Alright, let's get to work. Okay. Got some gloves.
I need to order another batch of these. I've got to remember to do that later. Ah, man. I remember you. You were on that talent show. What was your name again?
What the fuck?
Steve laughs at me for recording everything. He says I have a bigger collection of stuff like this than most of the creeps he's caught. November 21st, 1991. Time, 9:13 p.m. The autopsy is conducted by Jack Hanman. Lecture for the Medical University of Missouri. After yesterday's lecture, you should already know the ins and outs, so today we'll be consolidating our knowledge. So, where do I start? That's right, police folder. Ah, yes, Samantha Barker. Now I remember. There's probably going to be a lot of chatter about this.
Oops.
Found in her own apartment by police patrol. Officers were called by a concerned friend of the deceased, who had been unable to contact Barker for several days. During the interrogation, a friend of the deceased admitted that Samantha never got to grips with the sudden fame that came after winning such a high-profile talent show. When questioned, friends admitted that Samantha's last days before losing contact seemed extremely happy and relaxed. She also quit drinking alcohol and mentioned something about rehab. The friend also admits that there was no indication of an impending tragedy. Her first album became a commercial success. She was hit with a creative drought. She suffered panic attacks and severe sleep problems. Drugs and medication came into play.
Ooh, maybe she OD'd.
The deceased was found in her own apartment, in a semi-recumbent position on an armchair. Large quantities of alcohol and empty packets of sleeping pills were also found in the apartment. Well, let's see what settled this matter. As you can see, the body is fully clothed. Therefore, before we move on to photographic documentation, we must remove the clothes. This time, we don't have to focus on the clothes too much. However, there are cases where a clothing analysis can lead to the cause of death. Okay, now we can continue with the examination. Again, begin by taking photographs of the cadaver. I guarantee that over time it will cease being embarrassing for you. First, we photograph the whole body.
It's hard to get it just right.
And now, any suspicious looking marks or wounds. Yes, I've seen this many times. You don't get such bruises from a normal contusion.
Ooh, what is that around her neck?
Interesting. Very uneven. We need to investigate this.
Oops.
Well, well, there's even more here. A few we will need to look into here.
All right, let's get to work.
Notes prepared. Time to take a closer look.
Oh,
Some furrows have imprinted more strongly, others less, as if someone was, undecided.
okay.
The number of bruises suggests that there may have been some kind of tussle. Such bruises are caused by either a very heavy blow or by some internal issues. And here's something interesting. The skin of the deceased is covered with numerous blisters. Some of them are ruptured. Others still contain fluid residue.
Interesting.
More numerous blisters. We have some leads to investigate here. Let's write this down. On the neck of the deceased, we can see clear furrows, indicating that strangulation may be the probable cause of death. Given the condition of the deceased, it's difficult to tell immediately whether the bruises were the result. Currently, it's difficult to say whether the bruises were the result of a beating or whether it could be some kind of internal bleeding. In general, such blisters usually appear in the case of mechanical abrasions, but due to the place, although it's easier to have abrasions on your feet, but the number and size of the blisters suggests that it's probably a matter of barbiturate poisoning. A severed spinal cord, trauma to the larynx, or examination with a UV lamp will dispel some doubts. Potential attackers could have left traces. After examining the organs, we can easily verify whether there was internal bleeding or whether the deceased was suffering from something. I'll add barbiturates to the list of necessary tests, to be checked in the lab later. Given the testimony of the victim's friend, I add alcohol poisoning to the list of potential causes of Miss Barker's death. A blood test will no doubt quickly verify that hypothesis. But first I'll check for external traces. For this we use the good old UV lamp.
Okay, UV lamp.
I look carefully at the whole body. UV rays will reveal any traces. The area around the head is empty. Torso. Empty, without right hand clean. The left hand seems to be fine. No marks. Legs, there's nothing here. Ah, well, nothing to surprise us here. Now gently, we take the deceased by the hand.
Okay.
And we check for rigor mortis. Again, the hand falls freely. Since we don't have a definitive lead, we will examine all the key organs one by one.
Okay.
So, I'm starting the internal inspection. I dissect the skin of the deceased. And I proceed to deflect the skin flaps. Compared with yesterday's body, the deceased has only trace amounts of adipose tissue. Now for the ribs.
Okay. Now we cut the ribs.
What do we have here? Or rather, what don't we have? There is certainly no sign of internal bleeding. Before I disembowel the deceased, I will take samples for toxicological tests to determine the alcohol content in the body. I just need my syringe. Just to be sure, I'm taking samples from 3 organs: the eyeball, the heart, and the bladder. Analysis will rule out, or confirm, alcohol poisoning as the cause of death.
Okay. Now we take one of the bladder.
I'll transfer these to the centrifuge.
Dude, you still don't have your notebook, eh?
What was it? 15, 70, 10, 75? Numbers have never been my strong point. It's probably why I regularly forgot birthdays and anniversaries. I'm lucky Alice always forgave me.
Yeah, you're telling me, because I don't even know.
Gently does it with this old thing. Handle with kid gloves.
So... So 70 at 15 minutes.
I'm starting the centrifuge. Let's see what results come out. The laboratory is already open. Fucking hell! Ridley!
What the
Mr.
fuck?
Ridley! The fuses need resetting. Where is he? Fuck it. I'll do it myself.
No! I don't even have a fucking flashlight, guy. Where is the storage room? Eeks! Is that where I have to go? There's no lights. Is it in here? Please don't be in here. Please don't be. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look. Just turn it on. Just turn it on.
And then the left.
Right. And then left. Please don't get me. Please don't get me. Please don't get me. Please don't get me. Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Can't
Oh my god.
peace.
What was that? God damn it, now the phone's ringing.
Jack Hanman speaking.
Easy, why so rude?
Steve? Sorry, man. This place is falling apart, and Ridley won't even lift a finger to help. You just can't work here.
Did the centrifuge trip the fuses again?
Yeah, a Eventually, everything's gonna go up in smoke.
Look on the bright side. It's a free cremation with your autopsy.
Jesus, stop it. That shit pisses me off.
Okay, sorry, Jack. Anyway, I'm calling to ask how the autopsy's going. Soon there'll be journalists sniffing around for info, so we'd best be ready.
I'll whiz through this in a couple of hours. It doesn't look like a complicated case to me. More of a formality. The report will be available in the morning.
Sounds great. Thanks. Phew. How's your head?
Well, my head seems better than yours. On the way to work.
Holy fuck.
What? What's happening?
Quiet.
A 3-car police convoy was involved in an accident near Pete's Bay Bridge while transporting prisoners to Orleans Parish Prison. At the moment, we do not know the exact number of victims or whether any of the convicts escaped. However, the scale of the accident indicates a large number of victims, possibly even fatal ones. Police are on their way to investigate the incident and secure the area. We know that the injured prisoners are on death row. The police were to transport them to their execution, which was to take place tomorrow morning. Many of them are very dangerous criminals. We will report on the matter on an ongoing basis, so stay tuned with us.
What? Steven, was Red Pete one of the passengers? He was, wasn't he? What if he survived?
Jack, I have to go. They want me on site.
What if he survived?
Gotta go. Talk to you later, okay?
Fuck.
I need my pills.
Jack. Pills. I need my pills.
We need the pills.
You heard? Yes. Nothing's going to happen.
Take them.
Christ. I've got to get back to work.
Okay. I'm gonna ship myself in here. Let me in. Just gonna go to the bathroom. Hey, that door was open. Who slammed my door?
Technical break. At least I know I can pursue a career as a janitor if I need to. My old but trusted...
What the fuck, bro? Turn that shit off. My God. It's terrifying.
Let's see if we were able to get anything out of this piece of crap. And miraculously, yes, the samples did spin. I'll transfer them to the chromograph in the lab.
Which rack?
Seems to be set up and ready to go.
In here?
Alright, let's load this up.
Load it up where? Oh, maybe here?
I placed the test tubes in the rack.
Okay.
Now, just take 5 milliliters from each. Precisely.
Okay. Oh.
And the next.
Oh, draw 10. Okay. This is very different. Okay.
Five more.
Okay. Back to 5 or 15. Okay. Okay.
We put the prepared sample into the machine. Let's see what we have here. The results indicate that the deceased did consume alcohol shortly before her death. However, this is not an amount that could cause poisoning leading to death. Just slight inebriation. I can return to the body and continue the rest of the examination.
Okay.
The chromatograph results show that we can eliminate alcohol poisoning from our list of potential causes of death. However, remember that alcohol can affect the functioning of the entire body. It disturbs the heart rhythm, accelerating its rate, and dilutes the blood, which may result in more severe bleeding in the event of an accident. Also remember that alcohol affects the metabolism of drugs in the liver, which I'll now look at in more detail. First, I'll pick up the syringe again. I'll take samples from the liver and the heart to test the concentration of barbiturates in the body.
Alright. 2 more samples in.
That's enough. I'll do the test later. I'd best not try my luck with the centrifuge right now. Now I remove the liver. No lesions. However, it is slightly enlarged. Perhaps it's a slight inflammation or drug-induced damage. It may also be the result of the deposition of substances from drugs. Let's check the weight of the organ. The weight is 1,300 grams. The liver is enlarged.
Okay. Happening.
I'll move on to a cross-sectional study. Perhaps the enlargement is the result of early cancerous changes. The blade glides through smoothly. I don't feel like I'm encountering any changes with an unusual structure.
Oops.
No steatosis or cirrhosis. The liver is actually quite clean inside.
Okay. So that's a no.
The liver is basically healthy. We already know that the deceased didn't abuse alcohol. The question is, what about drugs or other substances? I move on to the heart. Oh. At a glance, we can see signs of a heart attack. The deceased is definitely too young to have a heart attack due to natural causes. The liver is enlarged, not from alcohol poisoning, and the heart looks like it has collapsed. So, I guess we need to go to the centrifuge and check for these barbiturates. I wonder how she was able to get hold of these drugs. The last time I saw this kind of poisoning was a few years ago. He was a middle-aged guy. He took his medication and forgot about it. So he took another pill. He forgot
Okay, baby.
and took another one. And another one. Until he took the last one. That's why it's better to have amnesic drugs in boxes labeled with the days of the week. This sort of thing rarely happens anymore. Doctors tend to prescribe benzodiazepines. They are safer, but still shouldn't be combined with alcohol.
Set the correct values on both start the dials. Is there another page? Oh, 10 minutes 75. Okay, 10 minutes. We gotta go 70, 75. Okay.
We close the centrifuge and pray that it doesn't trip anything again.
I swear to God, please don't trip anything, because I might lose it.
It looks like our luck is in.
Thank God. Give me the samples.
We can take the samples to the lab now.
Okay. So we have our samples. We have our samples. Okay.
Okay, 2 samples this time. 6 milliliters each.
Okay. 6. Okay. And now 12. Alright. Okay.
Well, let's see how much of it we find.
Let's see.
Nothing surprising. Significant amounts of phenobarbital metabolites of hepatic origin. Looks like I'll have to check the contents of the deceased's stomach.
Alright, on to the stomach, I guess.
The tests showed that the collected blood contained enough barbiturates to cause cardiopulmonary collapse. The question now is whether it was an accident or a deliberate act. I'm proceeding to examine the stomach. Before extraction, I ligate the entire organ to prevent its contents from spilling out. Okay, I'm now cutting out the organ, which will move to the board for dissection.
Okay, let's get to it.
Normally, the stomach and intestines are full of surprises.
careful. We don't want to make it burst. Oh.
But not
There we go.
this time. We see remnants of undigested food and a dense mass of pills. You don't take this many drugs by accident.
Ooh, that's not good.
Length and width normal. No obvious pathological changes. Undigested drugs found in the stomach of the deceased. The direct cause of death was probably an overdose. I'll check the rest of the organs, and then lungs are normal, no lesions. The victim was probably a smoker, but was unlikely to be in any serious danger. The deceased's trachea is normal, complete patency. No food or fluid. The deceased's intestine is normal, no clear pathological changes. Abdominal cavity checked off. We can check the brain.
Okay.
I make a cut to open the lid of the victim's skull and remove the brain.
Ugh.
Brain is normal. No obvious lesions. Alright. I need to dissect it on a board.
Alright, we gotta go cut that up now.
Using a knife, I carefully cut through the brain tissue.
Gross. Oopsie.
As expected, the deceased's brain is in excellent condition. No discoloration or changes to
So she OD'd.
There is still the matter of the marks on the neck. They look superficial, but who knows?
I think that's
Maybe
what
the spinal
happened.
cord has been severed. I need goggles and a saber saw. I think the goggles were in the desk drawer.
Goggles?
Alice. Saw. I need saw. Oh. I know. I probably left it in the basement after its last cleaning.
What? What basement? What does he mean basement? I think we need pills. We're getting out of control. We're getting out of control. Alright, let's go talk to this guy and see if he knows where the basement key is. Is this where the basement is?
Mr. Ridley, I need a key to the basement.
It's in the social room.
Why is the key lying at the... never mind. Thank you.
Hey, Hammond. Did you hear about the convoy? Well, maybe you'll get a chance to relive your glory days and catch Red Beat again, huh?
Let's hope there won't be a need for that.
Okay.
If only he could put that much enthusiasm into his work. I get the feeling that searching through this rubbish is more pathogenic than working with corpses.
The key's right here.
Please, may this be the last trip.
Alright, which way do I go to the basement? Is this the basement? Where's the basement? Not that I really want to go, but... Is it in this room? I didn't think so. Where the frick's the basement? I am so... No doors here, right? There's no doors in here. This is just a bathroom. That's the social room. This is the storage room, I guess. What's this one? Is this not it? There's a coffin in there. This is outside.
Fuck. Why did the prison convoy have to get into an accident? Jack,
Is it out here?
take a deep breath.
Oh no.
Pleasantly cool breath.
Not this way. There's no run button. I have no run. Why would the basement be out here? Okay. Fair enough.
Nearly finished with the autopsy.
I don't want to go in here.
Then you can go home and rest.
Just... Oh, God, what was that?
I'll just... Fuck! It's jammed! Doesn't anyone do maintenance around here? Damn hatch.
My God.
Like never again.
I hate it here. Please don't scare me. Head to the basement and grab the spine saw, okay? Let's just... We got... Ah!
Forgot this thing was standing here. It would be easier if I put things away properly.
Oh my God. What the fuck, bro?
Ugh, damn student lectures and their fucking props.
Yeah, dude. Fucking freak me out. Fucking get me the fuck out of here. Holy shit. I got a saw and I don't know how to use it. I can't even plug this thing in. It's gonna poke you in the eye. I'm freaked out. Shut that damn door. I'll use the saw on you. Are you dead? Yeah, fucking fall asleep, bitch. Freaking hate it here too.
Sorry for the short interruption. I
Yeah,
hope you all
sorry.
took the opportunity to grab some coffee.
You're just lying here on the
Now that I
table.
have everything I need. I'll move on to revealing the spinal cord.
Okay.
The spine is removed.
Dude, she's completely gutted.
I need to take my pills now.
I'm going. I'm going. Don't freak me out, please. I don't need this. Take them. Yeah, take them. Just take them. Seeing shit again, dude. You good? They think we're good. My God. Okay, we're back again. Sorry to the students on the camera.
I can see that the spinal cord was not severed. This shows that apart from the marks around the neck, hanging didn't negatively affect the condition of the deceased. Ladies and gentlemen, almost over. Now, to sum up and tidy away the body. The direct cause of Samantha Barker's death was a heart attack resulting from an overdose of barbiturates. Traces found on the body suggest that the overdose was a deliberate act, following a failed attempt to hang herself. The autopsy found no evidence or genetic materials indicating that death could have been the result of an attack. Third-party involvement must be excluded. Autograph, and we can start sewing.
Boom. Beautiful.
In the 1950s and 1960s, the use of barbiturates for suicide was actually quite common. I think it was most talked about after the death of Marilyn Monroe. At home, it was a help and comfort. On death row, a farewell to the convicts. Well, that's the way it goes. It isn't the drug, but the dose that makes the poison.
All right.
Well, we're done for today. Thank you for your attention. Tiring day. I can feel those hunger pains coming on. I guess I'll have to pick something up along the way.
Yeah, let's just go home. After a long day of cutting up corpses.
Will do me good.
As long as nothing jumps out at me again.
Good night, Mr. Ridley. The police will pick up the body and accompanying documentation in the morning.
Man, that guy
I guess
sucks
there
as
are
a security
actually
guard.
two things in this world you can be certain of: death and Ridley's reluctant attitude.
Right? Crazy. Okay, get me out of here.
Maybe three things. My whiskey on the
Dude, I
rocks
didn't even
and
take my gloves and my apron off. Like, what? What?
So cold. I guess I should have brought my jacket to work.
Yeah, you should have just brought something. I don't remember which apartment was mine. Was that somebody? I thought I saw
This
somebody.
luck can be quite intimidating when it's so quiet.
Oof. I think it's one more. I think it's this one. Is it this one?
What? What? What the fuck? But
Oh no.
I locked it. I'm sure of it.
Somebody broke in. Ooh, we finished chapter 1. We only screamed like
Fuck
3 times,
did
maybe.
this? I don't have anything valuable. Money. They must have stolen the money.
What money? Dude, you need pills first. I can't function. Oh god. In here?
Great. That's all I need. Fuck! What if it was Red Pete? Where? I need my pills.
Yeah, we need the pills.
I can't get... Christ. Why did the neighbors not report anything? I'm calling Stephen.
Okay, let's call him. Let's call Stephen.
Stephen?
Now, Jack, I told you I'm going for a drink with you for another night in a row.
That's not why I'm ringing. Although I could do with one. Someone broke into my apartment.
What? Did anyone see anything? Have you called the police yet?
No, I don't think so. Anyway, no one contacted me. As for the police, I'm calling right now, officer.
All right. Do you want me to head around? Look for any trace evidence?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No. I
You
guess
need to
not,
figure this out, dude.
honestly. I don't have the strength to deal with it right now. I just want to lie down.
Are you sure? Because it's no trouble at all.
I think so. I'm sorry. I just wanted to calm down a bit. I don't know. That's probably some.
Yeah, have him come over and help pick up your house. It's a mess.
Like money was stolen.
Money? From Alice's box? Oh, fuck. Listen, I can come over. I have the key. I'll drop by, do what I need to do, and you go get some sleep.
No, don't trouble yourself. Lately, I've been just so tired and distracted. I don't know. Maybe I forgot to close the apartment door on my way to work.
No, we
If
closed
anything else
it.
is missing, I'll let you know and call the police.
We closed
Right.
it.
Just make sure you close it tonight. If you see anything weird tomorrow, let me know. Whoever did this may be watching you.
I don't think anyone is dumb enough to come back.
You're probably right. Take care, Jack. If you need anything, call me.
I promise. Thanks, Stephen. Sorry to bother you again. I've just been all over the place lately.
It's not a problem. Good night, Jack.
Good night. I guess I should clean this shit up. Where?
Okay, door's
to start?
locked.
I should pack this thing away. I have no interest in DIY. Maybe I could barricade the door with this. Now I'm sure Alice's family should really have some of these. There you go.
Place is a mess.
To be honest, I could leave it like this.
What the hell?
I'm glad this didn't.
I don't like that. That was weird.
That's enough for now. Jeez, I'm exhausted. I'll get the rest in the morning.
Okay, fair enough. You had a long day.
That's enough. I need to quickly change and finish getting ready.
Please no ghosts today. Damn, you still didn't pick up that spaghetti and meatballs off the floor. Good lord.
I'm gonna be late for work again. Got my keys, got my files. Check. Oh yeah, I should take my pills.
Who the fuck cleaned this up? Some money in there? Did he hallucinate the whole thing? That's what I'm wondering now. I don't see no money. Okay, well, it's worth a look-see. Oh, we gotta take our pills before we go to work. Can't have a weird drive there.
I feel like it takes me forever to finish these things. Time to go. Remember to close the door properly, Jack. I'll ask the neighbors tomorrow if they saw anything suspicious.
What was that? I know I heard something. Trust people sneaking up on me.
Ugh. I wonder if Ridley fixed the coffee machine.
Anybody watching me? Nobody's out here behind these fences. Maybe not.
Maybe
What a crap hole.
I'd better grab a coffee on the way.
Yeah. Ridley's a piece of shit. But how you doing? He's got such an attitude problem too.
I wonder who Steven brought in today.
I always close the doors, so I don't know how they say I got
Good
broke
morning,
into.
Mr. Ridley. No, he's not here yet.
Oh, he ain't even here?
I'll do without him.
Oh shit.
I hope he...
I'm gonna...
Come on. He was too lazy to even wheel the gurney to the autopsy room.
Oh, please don't move on me, person. I'm gonna lose my mind. What the fuck was that? Whatever that was, it was not cool. Ridley's an undead. Oh my god.
Now for the tough part.
I know, I heard the laugh.
He needs to be moved. Where's Ridley when you need him?
Is he in the bag?
Alright. I just need some gloves and my apron. Then I can get...
You wore them home, buddy. You didn't even take them off here last night. What the hell? He's in the bag. He better not be in the bag. I'll lose
My
it.
tape recorder for this.
Okay. Where's... Hold on. Where's the tape recorder? It wasn't here. Ugh. Oh, this one? Oh, we don't do in video?
November 22nd, 1991.
Okay, fine.
7:32 p.m. Led by Dr. Jack Hanman.
Alright, I guess we're not opening the bag yet.
I begin by verifying the identity of the Jane Doe.
Ooh. Okay, so Jane Doe.
It's most likely Harper Lloyd, age 35.
Okay.
Found in a well-owned house by her neighbors Leonard and Dorothy Chelsea. Reported missing for a week.
Fair enough.
Firefighters found the body after the Chelsea family began complaining that their tap water tasted strange.
Oh,
One
God.
place had begun to smell and turn a dark color.
Ew, dude, he's gonna be like... mush.
It is also known that the deceased was diagnosed with affective bipolar disorder. Harper was placed on drug therapy, which she dropped out of fairly regularly. During her treatment, she was under the care of
That's what I'm saying.
Richard Benson, professional truck driver.
So gross.
The last person who had contact with the deceased was her partner. Harper's last message read as follows. I'm gonna take a shit in their stupid well. Then we'll see.
No, I don't have a barf face yet.
Nice one.
I need one.
Police records also show that Mrs. Lloyd was in constant conflict with her neighbors. The constant parties and subsequent brawls made living in the area nearly impossible, especially when Lloyd's partner wasn't around. I proceed to the most important task in forensic identification of a drowned person is to distinguish whether the death occurred before or after entering the water.
Oh god. Let's... Ugh!
Okay, that could have been worse.
Worse.
We removed the victim's clothes. So
This is disgusting.
the deceased was found fully.
See some titties.
I'm going to need the camera to document all possible suspicious marks.
Ugh, she's definitely been in the water a while. Dude, they were drinking that water too? Gross. Like, how are they not sick?
Definitely the first thing that stands out is the very advanced post-mortem gigantism. The skin of the deceased appears very delicate, smooth, and relaxed from being in the
You think he's a zombie?
time. The whole body is extremely pale.
Maybe.
Post-mortem markings are seen on the underside of the body, that is, on the back, thighs, and calves of the deceased.
Ugh.
Bruises and hemorrhages on the neck. These usually occur due to increased inhalation.
She's got a nasty dead eye. 100% gonna eat your face. No, thank you. I'll save that for the zombies in 7 days, whenever I get to that next 3 weeks from now. Oh, let me zoom in. What's going on here?
It's likely that the deceased was lying on her back when she was fished out.
Okay. What about your toesies? Anything weird there? Belly button? Your nipples? Oops, something on the bottom of your feet. Ooh, they're like pruned up.
So-called washerwoman's skin on the feet. The deceased had indeed been in the water for a long time.
Ugh. That's gross.
The skin on the hands can be easily separated from the body. The separation takes the form of a glove.
That's disgusting too. What are those marks?
Obvious scratches on the skin.
Okay. Let's put them out here. Let's put them all out here.
So, after the preliminary exam, it's time to take a closer look at this.
Yes, let's take a closer look.
Today's date, the deceased was clothed. Rigor mortis does not need to be checked. Based on the state of decay, you can be sure it has subsided.
Alright, so we've got, let's look at your face maybe. Oh, I need my tool. Hold on. We gotta get the magnifying glass out.
Where to start? There are obvious scratches on the skin, especially on the back and hands. These could be defensive wounds, evidence of some sort of altercation prior to death.
Okay.
We see thick white foam in the mouth of the deceased,
Ooh.
resulting from pulmonary edema. Foam is a characteristic in deaths due to drowning.
Gross.
No obvious signs of struggle. The skin on the hands would have easily peeled away from the flesh. Some of the fingers have already lost their nails.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
The spots have a purplish blue-red hue, which is a typical sign of the death of the organism.
I'm learning so much.
Yeah, pretty typical. Liver mortis are formed as a result of putrefaction of blood in the veins.
Alright, what about your nasty feet?
Due to the fact that the deceased was wearing shoes all the time, her feet are in better condition than her hands. Nevertheless, we can still notice a clear, wavy skin and the so-called washerwoman's skin texture.
Oh god, it's gonna peel right off.
Okay,
It's disgusting.
That's probably enough to indicate it. I'd better note that down in the records. Marks found on the neck and foaming at the mouth are typical signs of drowning people. Those abrasions appear relatively fresh. No healing or scarring is visible. Hands heavily wrinkled from submersion in water, typical washerwoman's skin. There doesn't seem to be anything unusual about this liver mortis. Considering the deceased's penchant for drinking alcohol, it could have been a mere accident. Diffuse spots are caused by blood rotting in the veins.
Okay.
In this case, the question is, maybe it's just abrasion. Or, fortunately, the skin on the hands didn't fall off. Otherwise, I'd have trouble identifying the deceased. Their distribution suggests that the victim was probably lying on her back when fished out of the water. A simple trip, loss of balance, and, as a result,
Into the
you end up
well.
in a deep hole with no liver mortis of a different color could indicate poisoning with carbon monoxide. Before I begin the
Okay.
dissection, I'll make sure the suggested identity is correct.
Take the upper photos from the suitcase.
The suitcase with the fingerprint equipment should be around here somewhere.
Oh, okay. This is a new tool.
Here it is. The fingerprint sheet should always be checked. Slipping fingers, too much or too little ink, or inactive. If the body of the deceased is well preserved, fingerprinting is similar to that of a living person. With decomposing bodies, the tissue of the pads and the fingers tends to shrink. To remove these shrinkages, a mixture of glycerin or air is used. I'm going to conduct a dactyloscopic examination. If in fact the deceased is in the police database, I will find her. Glycerin is injected successively between the nail and the skin of each finger. The substance then enters the fingertip, removing shrinkage and wrinkles.
Ooh. Oh, I can see her fingerprints now. Look at that. Look at that.
Brush. Only when the skin is taut and elastic can you use ink.
Okay.
I think it's enough. In the case of drowning victims, you have to be extremely careful. The skin may fall off the hand like a glove when you take the print. I'll use the fax machine to add the print into the system.
Fax machine? Alright, fax machine it is. Don't tell me this is gonna turn the lights off. This place is a broken down piece of shit.
Button and...
It's the last thing I need is the lights to turn off. I'm not feeling it.
Once the data uploads, I'll run the prints against the police database on the computer.
Oops. Oopsie. I can't turn this. Compare the fingerprints. Where do I do that at? Do I get to take it with me? Can't take it with me. I guess I can't take it. Okay. Here? Is the computer in here? Oh, I see the computer now. Oh god. Oh, there's another photo in here I didn't look at.
Some of my previous cases, a reminder of more prosperous times. Great, the data is there. Click upload. Now, go through the database and find a matching print. Expect possible hours of fun.
This looks like it. How do I analyze it? Like this?
One more. Analyze button.
I think that's a match.
And we have a result. Everyone has a story to tell, even if it's just a police record. So, as predicted, the deceased turned out to be Harper Lloyd. That went smoothly. I'll print this out and attach it to the medical records. Great. Now I can go back to my inspection.
Alright, back to work. Okay.
I'm adding the name of the deceased. I'll start the internal examination by taking fluid from the victim's brain. A needle inserted through the nose will do the trick. If the victim was alive when she fell into the well, she must have swallowed water fighting for her life, and then diatoms, characteristics of pooled water like a well, got into the body. In the meantime, I'll check the sample under the microscope. I'm sure that these algae traces will be found in the samples taken from the well where police found the body. Now I need to adjust the knobs properly, and place the diatom in the center of the slide. Diatoms are single-celled microscopic algae. I won't even notice an army of diatoms from the aperture. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here. It's not a dirty lens, I'm afraid, but rather a bad focus. Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large I won't even notice an army of diatoms from this Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here. And it's not a dirty lens. And perfect. Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large concentration of these algae. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here. It's not a dirty lens, I'm afraid. And perfect. It's not a dirty lens, I'm afraid. And perfect.
Let me go one back, maybe?
I won't even notice an army of diatoms from this distance.
Okay.
Great. This way. Oh, I'm finally. The aperture still needs adjustment. Oh, the aperture still needs adjustment.
Well, let me go back the other way.
Dark. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here. It's not a dirty lens, I'm afraid, but rather a bad focus. And perfect.
I don't know what I'm looking at here.
I won't even notice an army of diatoms from this distance. Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large concentration of these algae. It's not a dirty lens, I'm afraid, but rather a bad focus. It's not. And perfect.
That's perfect.
It's not a dirty. And perfect.
That's perfect.
The aperture still needs adjustment. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here. Too much. No, I'm finally starting to see something here. The aperture still needs adjustment.
What the hell? I didn't grab that like that.
Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here.
What am I supposed to do here? What's this? I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking. Just telling me to move this thing around.
It's and perfect.
Some are in focus, some are not. This is as far as I can go. Now I can go this way. Can't click these. I have no idea what I'm doing. Feel like I'm stuck. Should I focus on these ones?
It's not a dirty lens, I'm afraid, but rather a bad focus. And perfect. It's not, and perfect. The aperture still needs adjustment. The image is too... Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here.
Should we go back one?
I won't even notice an army of diatoms from this distance. Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large concentration of these algae.
I just don't understand why I can't get past this. Do I have to keep readjusting?
It's not a dirt and perfect.
You say perfect, but it looks like shit. I can't get out of this either.
As expected, we find the aforementioned algae in the solution.
Oh, there we go.
The upper part, Epitheca, which overlaps the lower, Hypotheca, is clearly visible.
Thank
The presence
God.
of diatoms in the brain samples taken indicate that the deceased was certainly alive when she fell into the water and was possibly conscious.
Okay.
Since there were diatoms in the brain, it means that many more of them must have entered the body. Studies of the rest of the organs will most likely confirm this hypothesis. I can finally get to the practical part.
Alright, let's open you up.
I must be extra careful because the skin of the deceased is very stretched. I wouldn't want an explosion here.
Okay.
You can immediately see a very large swelling of the organs. In addition, all internal organs are very congested. I proceed to remove the rib cage.
Ew.
It's easy to see that the ribs have been imprinted in the lungs. So, I'm going to start by drawing blood from the lungs for testing for diatoms. If diatoms were only present in the lungs, this would mean that the victim was placed in the well after death, and the perpetrator wanted to get rid of the corpse in this way. Now, I remove the lungs and proceed to their examination. Taking the lungs in my hand, I feel that the tissues have lost their elasticity, which is the result of water emphysema. In addition, there is significant swelling of the organs, and as a result, we have a nice imprint of the ribs. The emphysema itself, it's clear how far it's progressed, which is characteristic of drowning.
Okay.
Corpses found in water are worth examining with a tomograph. However, I can't count on such luxuries, so I must reach for a more archaic technology. A bucket and water.
Storage room? Oh. Why is the lights blinking now? Did anybody else see that? Hello? Ridley? Are you trying to scare me? Because it's working.
Who has anyone been here?
What was that? That was creepy.
I hope no one dipped a mop in it. It's best to go to the lab for this.
Ridley, are you back at your... Oh, he's back at his chair. It ain't him. Who the fuck was that?
Historically, the lung float test is used to detect infanticide. The water should be at room temperature. That's enough. To test for this, I have to place the lungs in a container of water. This checks if there is air in the lungs. And speaking of lungs, everything is ready to bring them here.
Okay. That guy ain't down there. It did scare me. No!
Jesus.
What the fuck? Why? I need the lungs. Just sit still. I'll be right
Of
back.
course, such a study isn't without flaws. Air may have entered a newborn's airways during resuscitation attempts. Gases released during decomposition could also give a false result. In this case, however, it's about something else, namely, the amount of fluid in the lungs.
Oof.
To test for this, I have to place the lungs in a container of water and wait to see if they fall or if they will float on the surface. Just as I assumed, the lungs collapsed easily.
Okay.
Fluid could have entered the lungs during panic attempts to catch breath underwater, but it could also be the result of bacterial infections or cancer, so further investigation is needed.
Okay.
I move on to dissecting the lungs of the deceased. You can hear the distinct, very unpleasant crackling of the tissues being cut through. The parenchyma is remarkably pale, although small hemorrhagic foci and petechia are present on the surface. All right. Now, I will check the collected fluid under a microscope. If we find 20 diatoms on the slide, it can be considered drowning, and
Oh,
the result
man.
is not false positive due to possible contaminations. Let's see. I won't even notice an army of diatoms from this distance.
Okay.
Great. This way I'll see if the aperture still needs adjustment. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here.
Alright.
And perfect.
What are we looking for? Ooh, there's a lot of them.
As expected. In solution, the diatoms are clearly visible. There are smaller and larger clusters of them. There will definitely be more than 20 of them.
Yeah, for sure. I concur.
I'll make a note of all this.
Okay, please don't jump out at me anymore.
So far, this case looks pretty standard. It's clear from the beginning that it's drowning. Well, the procedure requires me to check everything anyway.
We didn't check...
So, I move on to checking the other organs. I ligate the heart, and then remove it for inspection. Strongly developed putrefactic hemolysis, the organ can be seen at first glance. Apart from that, no signs of a heart attack or other heart disease.
Okay.
I move on to the next organ. This time, it's the liver.
Ooh.
It's immediately apparent that the deceased didn't care for herself. The beginnings of cirrhosis are visible in some areas.
Okay.
I transfer the organ to a board and proceed to dissect.
Alright, we'll cut this bad boy open. Hopefully the lights stay on. No fuckery. I don't want to mess this up. I'm not feeling... Oop. Oop,
The
it's okay.
cross-section clearly shows dilated veins and many small hemorrhagic foci. I must admit that this is quite a feat, considering the rather young age of the deceased. Harper enjoyed drinking so much that she might not have lasted a few more years.
Okay.
I move on to the stomach. I take a sample of the fluid for testing.
Grab that stomach. I thought I had it. Oh. What am I doing? I need my syringe. I like it. Looks good, baby.
It looks very turbid. I'll see what happens after spinning, but that's in a moment. Now,
No, because every time we spin something, the lights go off.
It's enlarged, probably full of putrid gases.
Great. Are we gonna cut this open
Transfer
too?
to the board and carefully open it, checking the contents.
Okay. Let's cut her open. Ooh.
One thing you'd never get used to is how much this task smells.
Yeah, can only imagine. Oops.
Okay, the stomach is full of fluid and unidentified organic matter, which is probably leftover food. So let's check the diatoms. Again, but in a centrifuge for a change.
Dude, why don't you hang on to your notebook?
Able to show whether the death was due to drowning or whether something else contributed to the death. Cramp, heart attack, drugs, homicide, or some
Who left this damn
Such
window
analysis
open again?
requires viewing from different angles and a careful interpretation of the collected data, including those from the field. That's why it's so important to collect as many samples as possible. Unfortunately. Must have been nothing.
I almost feed myself. Why'd that do that? I was literally getting the door ready in case I had to take medicine, but now I'm a little freaked out. Somebody in there? Somebody in here? Ooh, it's creepy. It's creepy. Super creepy. Okay. I really gotta pee too. I don't know if I want to do this while, I'll get it started.
Okay, this is one last little sample.
We might take a quick bathroom and get a little bit more water break here in a second. Let's get this test on.
Now, set.
What is this one for? 35 minutes, 25 speed. What did I say? 35 minutes? Dude, that's hard to see. Is that... What is that, 20? 25? 30? 35? Alright. Let's rock and roll. Oh good, the light stayed on this time.
Done. I'll run it directly into the chromatograph and run it against the data from the police. I'm certain the analysis will show similarities between the fluid and water in Chelsea's well.
Yeah, probably. Alright, we're gonna run this test, and then I'm gonna run to the restroom. Let's see. 3 millinate. We gotta do 3.
I think 3 milliliters should be fine.
Okay. Set this one up. 3. Okay.
Okay, now it's the chromatograph's turn.
Okay.
Yes. The water sample matches the one provided by the police.
But
Well, the results are quite clear. I was hoping it would be a more interesting case.
okay. I'm gonna pause, and I'm gonna be right back. Give me like a couple minutes. Everybody take a quick stretch break, get yourself something to drink, and I'll be right back. Maybe a snack or something. I don't know. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry. Let's see where we at. Let me switch here. Okay, let's continue. Where? Okay, we gotta go back to the table, right? I'm so scared down that hallway now. Okay.
More diatoms. Analysis indicates the same origin. Blah, blah, blah. There's little left to do. I'm going to check the airway patency of interesting. Looks like there's something stuck in the trachea. I'm moving to the board for further inspection.
Alright, let's check it out.
I dissect the trachea and open the organ. Inside, I find a wedding.
Oh,
This
a
is
ring?
Interesting. Let me look at it. Based on the size, I can say that it's a woman's wedding ring. Quite standard from the outside. There's an engraving inside.
Yeah, there is.
What the fuck? But this is my ring. Alice's ring.
What? What?
But how did it? But this should be at home. I have it.
I need medicine.
At home. I have to check this out. Where are my meds? Jesus Christ! Hope these all make it go away.
Please, make it go away. It freaks me out.
I have to check the apartment. It can't be.
What? I gotta home immediately?
Mr. Ridley. Mr. Ridley!
What's all the ruckus?
I need to go home. Immediately.
What? Now?
I have to. Have you seen anyone here this morning? Anybody suspicious?
No, there was no one. Dorothy was, but only for a moment, then she left. What's wrong with you, Hammond?
Okay. Thanks.
What about the corpse?
I'll come back, I promise. Jesus Christ!
Why? Why is it gotta be like this?
I have to check this out.
Oh my gosh. This dude's like wigging out.
This. Please be there. It can't be your wedding ring. It's not here. It's not. I need to go. This is sick. Fuck. Come on, Steven. Pick up the fucking phone.
What's up, man?
They took the ring.
What? What ring? What are you talking about?
They took the wedding ring. Alice's wedding ring.
One sec. You mean burglary? You said nothing was missing.
Yes, I know that. I don't know. I was jittering. Maybe I didn't notice. I don't know, but that's not the worst of it.
Calm down, Jack. Breathe. What happened?
I found it in the trachea of the deceased I was working on. Do you understand? I pulled it out of a dead woman's trachea.
What?
I don't know what's going on. You think Red Pete wants revenge? He's playing with me. I knew it. I knew it from the beginning this was going to happen. I didn't make it up!
Jack, listen to me.
Oh,
Try
boy.
to calm down. Don't leave the apartment. I'll be with you right away, okay? I'm on my way.
What sane person would do something like that? Fucking Ridley lets in whoever he likes as usual. What are you saying? Steve? Steven? Don't leave me, man. Come on. Fuck.
You need to go get your meds.
God, what now? Okay, I need a drink. Jesus. What's going on?
Wow. He's losing his mind. I don't even know. I don't even know if that was real or not.
Just one sip more. Yep.
Dude's gonna pass out. He's not even gonna finish the job.
Jesus. Okay. Yep. Okay.
I knew it. He was gonna pass out. He didn't even finish the body.
These reports will kill me one day. It's time to go to work.
Again with the spaghetti and meatballs. We gotta clean this apartment.
Fuck.
Did you come this one? Okay.
Yes.
Hi, this is Charlotte. I guess I interrupted you again?
Oh, hi. No, I just... I wrote reports in those last sections, and I was just about to leave for work.
I always know when to call.
Yeah, definitely. What's up? How are you?
I'm good, thanks. What about you?
Okay, nothing new. I had a few days off.
Oh, that's nice. Then... Did you have a moment to look for something for me?
Something for you?
Well, the photo with, the photo I asked you for?
It hasn't come yet? Oh, sorry, but I said it a week ago.
No, not yet. Maybe I'm too impatient. I'm sorry for rushing you. You have so much on your mind, I thought maybe you forgot.
It's okay. No worries. With my pills, Pills. I almost forgot to take my pills. So you see,
Yeah.
I have to go now.
Yes, sure.
Let me know if you still haven't received the letter. Then I'll try... well, maybe I'll find something else.
Oh, really? Could you? It would be great if you could. Really?
Yes. I know it means a lot to you.
Well, I won't hold you any longer. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
That's weird.
Damn. Did I mess up the address? How am I gonna get those pills?
Okay. Let's take our pills.
Maybe I should invite Charlotte to do something herself. I should take out the trash first.
Is that the trash you're talking about? Oh no, just this one.
Ugh. Why is it so wet?
Okay. Can I use this? No, I want to go down. Oh yeah, let's use the elevator.
Ugh. I shouldn't be this tired.
Can I?
Fucking hell!
What the frick, dude? I'm just trying to press the button. Jesus. Are we even going? This isn't my floor. Hello? You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna walk. Is there a baby in there?
Hello?
Whoa, what the hell was that?
Who?
What is happening? I think we know no more pills. It's just getting weird, man. Which dumpster do I throw it in? Oh, that one. What's that? Somebody running back? Somebody trying to be a creep?
You disgust me.
Looks like somebody broke a bottle here.
I wonder if Alice's mother has a film of this photo somewhere. I actually hadn't thought about it before. I should call her on Friday. Oh, God. Why do I like sleeping so much? Huh?
Oh, back to the old grind and
Me, Jack.
what the hell was that?
Good afternoon.
Isn't it a bit early for you?
I missed our invigorating conversations. Has Stephen brought the body?
Yeah, the trolley's in the hall. Maybe wheeling it to the dissection room will be invigorating enough for you.
Huh. I've missed how friendly and helpful you are. I think I'll get straight to work on this one. Focusing on something will do me some good.
Yeah, totally.
Christ, this one's heavy.
Yeah. Tis.
Hey, Mr. Ridley, I need help. I can't lift this bag myself. Ridley! Ugh, wasn't easy, but at least I can start.
Okay. Just gloves today?
Which must have arrived. I guess Dorothy ordered it. I think I'll skip recording a video for the students today. They don't need to see me and the body. Ugh. And they'll still have the accompanying photos anyway. November 27th, 1991, 5:14 p.m. Conducted James Evans Jr., also known as Jesse. Age about 30, weight 130 kilograms, height 100.
Oh god, this is one from the convoy or whatever.
Evans had previously been convicted of possession of stolen goods, robberies, and drug trafficking. There were also attempts to accuse him of leading a criminal group responsible for burglaries in the New Orleans area.
Uh-oh.
What? Burglaries in the New Orleans area? This is... it's a rather strange coincidence. Police photos show that the body was not even particularly hidden, but only covered with a thin layer of soil, branches, and leaves. The body was found naked and mutilated. Clothes, probably belonging to the deceased, were found lying nearby. The body was found inadvertently in the woods near Peetsville. The dogs picked up the scent while searching for a missing boy. The deceased's father, James Evans Sr., is a local businessman. He was the one who reported the disappearance. At the time of the report, his son hadn't been home for 3 days. Sounds disturbing. I wonder what condition the body is in then. I'll start by opening the bag.
Alright, let's get to it. Oh!
Oh, fuck. I didn't expect this level of mutilation. This is going to be a dirty job. I'll
Ew.
check through the bag the police left.
What bag? Oh, this bag.
Maybe there will be something worth noting about the victim's clothes. Leather belt, plain cotton t-shirt, classic jeans. Well, certainly not my style. Is this? Interesting. Most of the blood is visible around the neckline. However, after something stuck here. It looks like some kind of ectasis.
Alligator skin?
This could point to an animal, mainly traces of soil. It's a bit like the perpetrator's pulled his shirt over his head. The bloodstains don't appear to be related to any injuries on the body. The deceased must have been unclothed before he was injured. Traces of dirt mixed with... And here, another animal souvenir. Look, the only thing I can tell from the clothes is that before his death, Evans had a lighter engraved with the police insignia. It looks somehow... it's probably a coincidence. Okay, I'll take a look at the scales. They seem too different. Dorothy once brought an animal encyclopedia here. She performed an autopsy on an exotic animal
It's
smuggler.
probably gonna be an alligator.
The guy suffered an accident while transporting illegal animals. Not only were the police needed on site, but it took nearly a day to round up his cargo. Dorothy had a hard time with that case. Did the impact kill him? Or did one of the animals he was transporting do him in? They even talked about it on the news. People were terrified that some reptile would just come out of their can and grab him. Okay, the book.
Fuck was that? No. What's happening? What is it? I don't know where to go.
Who is this?
Oh.
All right. Which page was it? local wildlife. I bet I'll find something here. Not this area, but who knows? Very similar, but Nile crocodile. Formerly worshipped as a god. Nah, this one here looks more like. What kind is this? Ah, saltwater. Nah, this one. Oh, yes. This turtle turned out to be a killer. He ripped off the guy's wrist and tore him in a few other places. I only need to concentrate on the crocodile chapter. Oh, that was quick. I wouldn't expect anything else.
Okay.
I'll first have to check the body for marks, and then come back to it. Oh, that was quick.
What's
I
this
wouldn't
one?
expect anything else.
Oops.
No way. I would expect something local? I certainly don't remember hearing of an animal escaping from the zoo. So,
Interesting.
either someone donned in crocodile products was around the deceased, or one of them attacked him. I'll examine the body and take photos. If an animal attacked him, there'll be traces.
Okay. So we gotta go back.
Christ.
Please, no
I'm so
scary.
tired. Some coffee would be nice. What was I supposed to... Ah, the pictures. I'll have to show them to Dorothy. Too bad that we no longer keep our ranking. With something like that, I would come out on top. There hasn't been a case like this for a long, long time. All right, I'll begin. The deceased's skin is smooth and taut. This suggests an advanced stage of decomposition of the corpse.
Ooh, man.
This wound appears to have been made by a sharp instrument.
Okay.
No head. That's not hard to miss. It's unlikely that a human would make such a wound.
Yeah, either somebody killed him and put him out there to eat, be eaten by crocodiles, or...
Nasty.
His wiener's gone too. Somebody bit his wiener off. That's not good. Not good at all, guys.
That occurred during the victim's lifetime. Evans couldn't have tied himself up like that. It looks like some sort of attack or kidnapping.
It looks like an alligator bite.
Oh, and as expected, there's a bite.
Where else am I supposed to look? This is chopped off. But that not matter? Nothing with the feet. Still gotta find 2 more parts to take pictures of. You there? Maybe here? His hand? No? What am I missing? This?
Interesting. This needs to be investigated further.
Okay. This one too, maybe? No? Missing one. One wound. I thought it was this on his ankle, but... guess not. It's hard because when I do the joystick, it goes so damn fast. Maybe in here? No, not that. I'm surprised it's not this because it looks like that's chopped off. Oh my god. It is his. That's what I thought.
There are also clear traces of the deceased ankles being bound in some way.
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
I need to gather my thoughts together. And look at these photos. It seems that this case will have to be... I wonder whether the decapitation took... I have some suspicions of the work of animals can be seen here. The question is which ones. Like torn meat. But I can't tell from the photo what animal did this.
Take the picture of the bite mark.
This looks very promising. The bite is clearly visible. It should be easy to compare with the encyclopedia and identify the culprit. I just need to make it a little bigger. It'll be faster than physically measuring the bite.
Okay. We'll just go right here.
I hope I put it in right. I can never remember whether it was image up or image down. At university, I didn't... Ah, fantastic. Just some tracing paper, a pencil, and I can check these in the encyclopedia.
I gotta go to my office.
Now, did I leave them in a drawer? Or maybe a box somewhere? Ugh. I don't remember if I left them out somewhere.
It's not there. It's the tracing paper. Is it over here somewhere? Why did it get dark in here?
Pathology. How to combine the hands of a surgeon, the passion for a good mystery, and an exceptionally strong stomach. Medical University diploma. I didn't know then that I would prefer corpses to living people.
Oh, here we go. That's what I need.
Looks like I can tidy up after myself. Sometimes.
Alright, let's sit down and draw this out.
A very, nature-driven case so far. I'll have to consult the encyclopedia again. Good thing Dorothy left it here. Otherwise, I would have had to run back to my place to get some.
Alright, let's check this.
The shape of the jaw appears correct. That's not it. That's a long swim to make it all the way here. It makes sense. This would also explain the mold found in the clothes. It turns out that some of the wounds can be safely blamed on local alligators. However, we cannot blame them for the decapitation.
Or the cutting off of the wiener.
It's not these animals we should be afraid of here. I should make some notes and start the autopsy.
Yes, we should go back to work. What was that? What is that? Hello? There's something under the table. What was it? What was that? Did I just see nothing? Was that part of the table? Did I scare myself with just this? I know I saw something. Have to wash my eyes out.
It's been a while since the eye wash in this thing was changed. It's probably a health hazard now. Ugh.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna need something at this point. I'm freaking out, man. Freaking out.
And look for several stab wounds of varying depth and circumference.
Okay.
Mississippi alligator. It's strange that an alligator would leave such a clear and smooth mark. It looks like the killer might have missed before they finally hit the neck. It doesn't look good. Evans wasn't decapitated with one cut.
Ooh, man, that sucks.
Looks like an uneven bite. It's worth taking a closer look at this. Maybe there will be some remaining teeth marks. The result of an animal tearing at its body, eaten skin, soft tissues, and genitals. There are even some teeth marks, but well, it doesn't look like an alligator. The bite is firmly incorporated into the wound. A photo alone won't help me here. I need to make a cast and compare it.
Don't look good. Alright, let's check here. What the hell? Alright, we'll go check here then.
Evan's right side must have been more attractive to the crocs and insects.
Okay. Why wouldn't it let me search here?
The imprints are quite deep and even. From the looks of it, I'd say Evans was restrained with his own belt.
Oh yeah, it looked like that on his feet too, I think, or his leg.
Very strong binding marks. You can see peeled epidermis and small wounds. There's no end to playing zoologist today.
Lucy. Not on there.
I need a tool with dental impression cement. Can I find it here? No. It's probably lying somewhere around in the lab.
Okay, sorry guys. Search the lab for silicone dispensing gun. Oh. In here? You okay, baby? Okay.
I hope the cement hasn't expired.
Where is it? Oh, here it is.
A month after the due date. That could be worse. Now I need to cover the bite area. Wait until it hardens. I think it's ready. The cast looks quite contaminated.
Like a human.
In that area.
A human bit his dick off is what it looks like. That's regular teeth.
Well, let's hope the imprint turns out better.
Somebody bit the pee-pee.
Brush, ink, and paper.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Similar to taking fingerprints. Paint over the area.
Okay. Is that enough?
And put a piece of paper on it. That's very strange. I'll run it through the facts and check it.
It's
on the
teeth
computer. I
marks.
really don't want to believe what I'm seeing.
It's teeth marks. Gross. Oops. Oh.
Loading. Ugh. What? Wow. This is, well, this is quite unexpected. Human teeth. Oh, fuck. I need to tell this to Stephen.
I think we got a match. No match? No?
Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly.
Ooh, there we go. Now we got a match.
Loading. It'll probably take a while.
A match on that one, okay.
Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly.
That looks good.
Loading. It'll probably take a while.
Okay. No, not quite. Maybe? No? Okay.
Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly.
That looks good, right? Maybe not. Let's try this one. Maybe this one. No. That one's off. That one's off slightly. It's gotta be this one.
Loading. It'll probably take a while.
Okay.
Finally. What? The partial impression I have may match several people. Okay, this one is in prison, so he's out. Another in prison. No, here's someone with quite interesting tendencies. Oh, he's dead. It doesn't fit. This one doesn't either. I'm afraid this will remain a mystery. The killer's profile is getting more and more interesting. Can't do it. I need to calm down first.
Okay. Let's go calm down. Let's just get your pills. Take them. Okay, I think we're good.
I'm going back to the body. I need to make a note before I start the dissection. They look quite shallow. Someone must have inflicted these with some sort of primitive tool. You can see that the tool used was sharp and smooth. So, what if it was in the hands of an unskilled person? This wound turned out to be more troublesome than I thought it would be.
Do we not get everything?
Maybe something chased that alligator away before it bit down properly? Torn tissue, lacerations, bite wounds. I need to verify how deep these wounds go. If they, for obvious reasons, I record decapitation as the cause of death. The abdominal and genital area are supplied with plenty of blood. If the penis was bitten off while he was alive, Evans could have bled to death.
Oh my gosh.
Alligators rarely kill humans. The perfect breeding ground for larvae. Fortunately, the deceased doesn't care about it, just like we do now. Man. I was hoping for an easier time for internal analysis. Finally. First of all, I'll try to determine whether death occurred before with the scalpel, I'll open the deceased's chest. I cut deep, in a straight line, avoiding the navel. We see a lot of fat tissue under the skin. When I remove the ribs, I expect to see even more fat on the organs. Correct. High levels of internal fat, organ size above average due to obesity. I move on to the lung analysis. The deceased smoked cigarettes. And this is the culprit. Well, it didn't look like the holes were that deep. Such hemorrhage could have been cut. Open pneumothorax should be added to this. The deceased could have experienced extreme hypoxia, and as a result, obstructive shock. I wonder what the heart looks like then. The organ is enlarged with very clear, light yellow traces of steatosis on the, but similarly to the lungs, there is a trace of puncture with a sharp object. In pneumothorax, the heart rate increases. In the event of such a wound, this would mean bleeding out faster and more. In turn, a sudden increase in the amount of fluid in the pericardial cavity could lead to cardiac tamponade, which is also a life-threatening condition. Evans, however, is remarkably clean, considering this turn of events. This all looks quite disturbing. The organ is fatty and enlarged. The beginnings of cirrhosis are obvious. Well, that's it. This time, nothing to write home about. So, I proceed to carefully remove the stomach. Like most other organs, it is fatty and clearly enlarged, not to mention swollen, partially due to gases, but mainly due to the deceased's lifestyle. I take the organ to the cutting board. The outside is intact. I'm going to check the contents.
Okay. Nice clean cut.
It
Got those.
sounds like there's an unusually large amount of undigested, and now rotten stomach contents inside.
Ooh. Nice and easy.
Blood. Evans had to swallow it due to his injuries,
Ooh.
which means he was still alive when he was brutally wounded in the chest.
Okay. Noted.
Only the trachea left to be examined. Surprisingly, it's not damaged by the decapitation. I move on to cutting it open.
Okay. Let's cut this open.
Okay. I carefully cut, and... blood. Just as I expected. Evans
more
not only
blood.
swallowed it, but also choked on it.
Oh my.
Looks like I can wrap this up. Let me tie this together. After he was abducted, stripped, and tied up, he was dealt several penetrating blows to the chest. Then his head was cut off. Evans was deprived of his genitals, and the body served as an easy meal for the animals. Even though there are a lot of injuries on the body that could cause death, it was the decapitation that ended Evans' life. The animal bites in the limbs occurred after death, so there's no reason to treat these as the cause of death. The damage to the lungs and heart must have led to severe hemorrhaging, so there's no doubt that Evans was choking in bloody convulsions. But it didn't last too long, which I conclude from the small amount of blood in the stomach and trachea. I never thought I'd ever wish someone to have a heart attack, but in this case, it would have been better for him. In some way, it can be said with certainty that James Evans was murdered.
Alright, we gotta sign away. There we go.
I need to stitch this poor guy back up.
Hey. No.
It's really bothering me. Something's not right here. Because even now, the organs are relatively clean. The skin around wounds also, it's like, someone... I'll leave these questions for the police to solve. And now, I get to head home. It's a fucked up thing. I'll hold off taking long walks in the forest for the near future. I
That's
have
a
a feeling
fucked
that
up
it will
day.
end with just one body.
Should we hang our stuff up? Oh, it doesn't let us.
Good night, Mr. Ridley. The body is ready to be picked up.
Sure. Good night.
Who's out
It's the first
front?
time in a long time that I finished work at a decent hour. I'll get home and... Oh, come on. Fuck! When did I get a flat tire? What the fuck? Fuck. I'm going to Ridley's. Maybe he saw something.
Somebody punctured it with a damn screwdriver.
Ridley, do you know what happened to my car?
Oh, what happened to your car?
All the tires are fucking flat.
Well, it happens. Don't you have a spare in the trunk?
Spare ones in the trunk. No one carries 4 fucking extra tires in the trunk.
Jesus, Handman, calm down. I'll call you a taxi.
Calm down? That's a bit of an exaggeration, don't you think? Have you seen anyone around here? Someone strange? Suspicious?
Except you? No.
Do your damn job,
Funny.
Ridley.
I don't find all these jokes amusing, you know.
What jokes? Handman, what's wrong with you? It's just tires.
Such things are not a coincidence. What's wrong with me? Things keep happening. Last week, and now this?
Just go wait for the taxi, okay? Fresh air would do you good. Neither you
No,
nor I
Ridley's
will do anything
ridiculously
about it now.
stupid.
Neither you nor I will do anything? What have you been doing all day? Surely something like this can't just be overlooked.
Maybe you should go outside and cool down. I'm calling a taxi.
Cool town.
Gonna have a BF. Have a bitch fit.
I just want to sleep.
Alright, did we at least get back home? Okay, we're at chapter 4. I think we're gonna call it here. It is gonna be midnight here.
Easier just to move in and live here. I doubt I'll get reimbursed for the cab.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause. And we're gonna, since we just finished a chapter, it should have saved. So we'll continue probably tomorrow. So let's go ahead and roll credits. Alright guys. Thanks for coming and getting scared with me and grossed out by this creepy game. It is very weird. It is very scary. And it is creepy. Well, and gory. My bad on the gore. But yeah, I know I'm gonna have to go back and look at the VOD because I know I saw something under that table. Maybe make some clips from this because it freaked me out. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it as always. Even if you were talking or not just lurking, I appreciate you either way. I'm going to go watch something funny and get this out of my head before I go to bed. Anyways, you guys have a great night and a beautiful day tomorrow, and I will see you probably tomorrow. Alright, bye guys!